Hey guys, Nene here. I know some of you have wondered what all that stuff on a policeman's belt is and what we use it for. I've decided let's make a video and explain it all to you. Stick around and let me show you. Alright, so when I'm on patrol or any other officers on patrol, we typically have a lot of stuff on our bat belt. That's what I like to call it. I think other guys call it that too, but I'm not quite sure. Anyway, all of that stuff is stuff to help us do our job safely and efficiently. Let me show you. This beauty is my duty belt. As you can tell, I really wear very minimum on my belt because I don't have a whole lot of waist space. I have magazines with extra bullets, my radio, a flashlight, a pair of handcuffs, my gun, and my car keys. Let's start out with the most wanted or questioned item. I carry this Glock 17 9mm handgun on my hip. This is the handgun I use for patrol. It's my department issued handgun. It is a Glock 17 Gen 4. I have added the TLR 1 HL Streamlight tack light to it. This tack light allows me to be able to use it ambidextrously. I can flip the switch on or off with either hand, either finger. So when I'm clearing a building, I have it. This weapon also is equipped with night sights. So at night, I get a nice green glow. Let me see if I can show that to you. If you look really closely, those two glowing green dots are the rear sights of my handgun. The purpose of these is because at night, these sights allow us the ability to look right down our barrel just like that, get a good sight picture without needing a whole lot of light. They glow just like an exit sign. Beyond that, I have, like I said, this Streamlight TLR1 light. This allows me the ability to light up a target, and I can use either side if I wanted to. I use my right finger because I'm holding the camera in my left hand, but that's how that works. Following my handgun, I now have a pair of handcuffs. These handcuffs are just the Peerless steel handcuffs that we're just kind of used to. They're not your wife's fuzzy handcuffs. I mean, these are real deal, double lock and everything. I also have this Streamlight. I prefer the smaller one. I just like it because it's easier to hold. It doesn't take up a whole lot of my hand. It makes it a little bit harder when I try to tuck it. Like sometimes you'll see officers want to tuck it under their arm. But I like it because it's easy to hold. It's got a little push button on the back, easy for me to light it up. I can click it on. I also have the strobe mode. It's meant to kind of blind a suspect or confuse a suspect. And it's pretty light. It's not like those mag lights that the old school cops used to bring. Next down the line is my radio. I use this Motorola. Obviously this is given to me by my department, but this Motorola radio is probably one of my most important tools. It connects me with the lifeline that is dispatch. If I'm in need of help, this is what's gonna get me help quick. Remember, this is my setup, but I carry two extra handgun magazines, 17 rounds in each. With these two magazines, including the magazine also in my gun over there, and the one that I keep in the chamber, which is right there, that gives me a total of 52 rounds of extra ammunition should I need it. Oh, and I almost forgot. Here are the keys to my Dodge Charger. That's what I'm issued in my department. I have a Dodge Charger. This just stays on my belt, but that way I can lock my vehicle. It gives me easy, quick access to any functions on my vehicle. Trunk lid, lock, unlock, all that kind of stuff to kind of make it easier for me to do my job. And that is my setup right here. Beyond these tools on my belt, which I'm gonna put back magically, ta-da! I also have my ballistic vest that I wanna show you some more about. This is my ballistic vest. This is what I wear under my uniform. It helps keep me safe. It is not a bulletproof vest. It is a ballistic panel. It's also a bullet resistant vest, which means it's not going to withstand shot after shot after shot after shot, but it will keep me safe for those ambush type attacks to allow me hopefully time to get out of my holster with my weapon and fire back at the subject. As you look right here, this has a little pouch in it that contains this ceramic plate. This ceramic plate is a stab plate, protects my vitals from any sharp-edged weapon, like a knife or a sword or something. Helps keep me safe, and that would go right on my chest. In fact, let me show you. So this vest just goes up over the top of my head, slips in. Take these straps around the top, around the side, secure it nice and tight. You notice that stab plate's right here over my vitals. It protects me so nobody can get into my heart or any of those vital organs of mine. Some people have asked me, is it comfortable? No, it's not. Especially in the summer heat, it is really hot. In the winter, it's kind of nice, it holds the heat in, but it does not breathe, because if it breathes, it lets in bullets. It's also not very flexible. I mean, it's got a little bit of flex to it, but not a whole lot. And it's a little bit heavy. In fact, let's see how much it weighs. All right, for the purpose of this demonstration, I have to take the vest off, weigh myself right now, and then I'll put it on and tell you how much it adds. Don't tell anyone how much I really weigh, okay? 161.8. Strap this bad boy back on. I'm not gonna strap it up, but let's just see. So remember, it was 161.8. Now with the vest on, 167.4. All right, I had to pause it for a second because I'm a cop. I'm not the best at math, but it actually equals 5.6 pounds. That's how much this bad boy weighs. Now, here's something else I don't really like about it. When I sit down in a chair, for instance, it really grabs right there, and with that gun belt, sometimes it pinches skin. All you fat guys know what I'm talking about. And for you ladies out there, I think you can relate. After a long shift, a 12-hour shift, there's nothing better than taking it off, just like you and your bras. So that's the exterior of the vest. But what does it look like on the inside? Let me show you. So I take out this panel right here. This is actually what provides all the ballistic protection. It's flexible, bendable, but it also has really tight stitching. That's what protects me and other officers from bullets. This tight stitching, the faster the projectile, the tighter and the quicker that comes together to kind of absorb that bullet to not allow it to come through and harm my body. Now, I've never been shot, but I imagine that stopping a bullet that's traveling as fast as they do is still gonna hurt like heck. But I'd rather feel the pain than die. So, something else I want to show you. This has a date of manufacturer printed on it, and 5 years after that date, this will expire, which means it's not going to provide, or it's not warranted to provide the same amount of protection as when it was originally created. That means that every 5 years, we have to get a new vest. That's a lot of money, because these things run like $1,000 to $1,500 depending on what level of threat. That's a lot of money to be spending every single rotation. So what does all this weigh when I'm in full duty gear? Let's see. $173.8. So altogether, I'm about 12 pounds heavier when I'm in this uniform and all my gear than when I'm not in it. So I wear 12 pounds all day long. Now, it's also not comfortable because it makes me really wide, so I don't fit in my car as easily. Beyond the ballistic protection that I wear underneath my uniform, I have one more thing I'm gonna show you. This is a tack vest. It goes on the exterior of my uniform, and I can wear it in a high stress situation like an active shooter. This has ballistic panels and protection in it as well, so it's almost like doubling up. Hopefully it's gonna stop the rifle rounds that an active shooter might be shooting at me. It's also clearly identifying me as a police officer, and it has equipment on here like a tourniquet. I have an extra magazine for my Glock in here, and I also have this magazine right here, which allows me to use my long rifle that's stored in my vehicle. This vest with all the equipment on it is actually heavier than the one I wear underneath. Let's see how much it weighs. Now remember, I was 161.8 before. Now, I'm 171.0. So, I am 9.2 higher. Now what if I have all my gear on? My vest, my tack vest, and my gun belt. With everything on, I am now 183.0. So in the peak dangerous situations like an active shooter or a man with a gun, I could be a total of 21.2 pounds heavier than what I normally weigh in just my normal street clothes. Wait, I forgot the helmet. This ballistic helmet, this adds weight too. All together, with everything, 186.4. So when I have all my gear on, I weigh 26.4 pounds more than I normally do. That's a lot of weight. Could you imagine wearing this all day long? No wonder why we have back problems. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. I hope you enjoyed a little tutorial of what we use on our job. And I hope you'll subscribe, like, add some comments. Do you have any other questions? Anything I can answer? Let me know. See you later.